You walk into a room. Your shirt feels weird. You think everyone notices. Spoiler, they don't. In fact, nobody's thinking about you as much as you think. And if you finally understood this one truth, you'd feel 10 times more confident and stop holding yourself back. Let me explain. There's a psychological glitch in your brain. It's called the spotlight effect, and it's messing with your confidence. Here's how it works. You overestimate how much other people notice your mistakes, your appearance, your awkward moments. You think everyone's watching, but really? Everyone else is thinking about themselves, just like you. You're not the main character in their story, they are. In one famous study, researchers asked students to wear a cringe t-shirt like a massive face of Barry Manilow. Then they asked them, how many people do you think noticed your shirt? The average guess? 50%. The actual number? Less than 25%. People just didn't care because they were too busy worrying about themselves. This study didn't just expose a lie, it revealed freedom. We live in the age of highlight reels. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everyone's performing. No wonder your brain thinks people are always judging. But here's the truth. Most people are too busy thinking about their own image to worry about yours. That awkward text you sent? They forgot. That weird thing you said at the party? They probably didn't hear it. Your brain is replaying moments everyone else moved on from. Once you internalize the spotlight effect, you stop living scared. You speak more freely. You stop editing yourself. You take more risks. And guess what? When you stop obsessing over being judged, people actually like you more. Because realness beats perfection. Confidence isn't about being flawless. It's about knowing people aren't watching as closely as you think. So next time you overthink that outfit, that message, or that moment, remind yourself, the spotlight isn't on you. It never was. And that's your power. Because the minute you stop performing, you start showing up, and people notice that way more. You ever sat in class with a burning question, but didn't raise your hand? Or sat in a meeting holding back an idea just in case it sounded dumb? That's not shyness. That's not laziness. That's evaluation apprehension. The fear of being judged while you're being watched. It's a cousin of the spotlight effect. But this one doesn't whisper, they're looking at you. It screams, if you mess up, they'll remember. They'll laugh. They'll never take you seriously again. Here's the wild truth. Most people aren't afraid of failure. They're afraid of visible failure. Fail in private? That's fine. But risk embarrassment in front of others? That's when we shut down. And ironically, that fear, it's what keeps most people average. Because the people who grow fast, they're not the smartest. They're just the ones who risk looking stupid early. You know what the best students do? They ask the dumb questions first. The best founders? They pitch bad ideas before they find the good one. The best speakers? They bomb small rooms before they rock big stages. They all understand something most people don't. Embarrassment is temporary. But avoiding growth? That sticks. So here's the move. Start doing embarrassing things on purpose. Say, I don't know more often. Try stuff you might suck at. Ask that question in public. Because every time you feel the fear of looking stupid, that's not a red flag. That's a green light. You know that voice that says, why would anyone listen to you? You look ridiculous. You're not good enough. That voice isn't truth. It's not even you. It's your inner critic. And most people, they don't even realize they've been living with a bully in their own head. Here's the psychology. When you mess up, your brain exaggerates it. It replays it. It turns a small, awkward moment into a permanent flaw. That's called self-objectification. It means your brain sees you as an outsider would, like you're watching yourself perform and harshly grading everything. But here's the thing. You would never talk to your best friend the way you talk to yourself. You'd never say, you're such an idiot. Everyone hates you. You'll never figure it out. So why say it to you? Here's the shift. You don't fight the inner critic by yelling back. You fight it by not believing everything you think. You start recognizing the voice. Then you respond like this. Cool story, but I'm doing it anyway. Because confidence doesn't come from shutting up the critic. It comes from acting despite it. The fear of judgment doesn't disappear all at once, but it shrinks every time you choose action over avoidance. Every time you raise your hand, speak your mind, post the thing, wear the outfit, ask the question. You're not just proving something to others. You're proving something to yourself. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be brave for 5 seconds at a time. And when you do that enough times, people stop intimidating you. Rejection stops defining you. And judgment, it just becomes background noise. One bold moment at a time.